Time for baseball now on a Wednesday night in the windy city of Chicago. Tonight, the rubber match of this three-game series between the New York Yankees and the Chicago White Sox. Giancarlo Stanton continues his chase for the top spot on the AL batting leaderboard. Next. Carlos Rodon, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
Now batting, Ken Rowell. And we are set for baseball here this evening. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. Davidson barehands it. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. What's the key for them tonight, D-Row?
Matty, this team has high batting averages up and down the lineup. Just great approaches, consistent ABs from top to bottom, and that's the reason they've been so successful this year.
Stepping into the box, Aaron Judge. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the American League in that category. Here comes the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hope.
Belted. Deep center field. May looks up. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge. And even 40 home runs on the year for him now as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
Boy, this guy just keeps going on. His 40th home run of the season, and he's not done yet. He keeps this up. He's definitely going to be in the conversation for some of the year-end awards.
Stepping in now, Aaron Hicks. And he puts it on the ground to second. And there are 2 away now.
Batting fourth, left fielder,
Giancarlo Stanton now. Previously against Carlos Rodon, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. First delivery to him on the way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt. In particular, that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Now the 2-0. Nope. 3-0.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
3-0 pitch on its way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door, you know exactly what you're getting from him.
Standing in now, Jesus Aguilar. No balls and a strike to count. Stanton, the runner at first with 2 gone. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Thompson will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. The Yankees are off and running early thanks to the solo home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 1-0 New York. Luis Severino will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, in his last start, he picked up his 9th win of the season. It's always nice to get into double digits, and nothing he'd like to do more than to pitch well in this one and pick up his 10th victory of the year.
Into the box now, Jacob May. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. A moment here from the south side to take a look at the Pale Hose starting lineup in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, guys, I'm really hoping to see a turnaround from that number 3 hitter. He went 0 for 3 last game. No big deal, only 3 ABs, but it was the way in which he looked going about those ABs. He didn't have a good look to him at all. We'll see if he can bounce back in this one.
Up next for Chicago, Omar Narvaez. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting third, catcher, Wellington Castillo.
Now in the box, Wellington Castillo. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. First offering on its way. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Stanton has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. It remains 1-0. Now at the plate, Didi Gregorius, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. A windup and the 0-1. Fastball down near the shoe tops. And that one just missed outside.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. There's Jose Reyes. He waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. May going back on it. To the track, to the wall, and that one is gone. Solo shot to right center, number 22 on the year, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Well, he's definitely off to a shaky start tonight, giving up 2 home runs in 2 innings. The good news is they were both solo shots. The bad news is the rest of the lineup is salivating in the dugout, waiting for their chance to face him.
Into the box, Jose Reyes.
Jose Reyes.
Swung on and hit in the air again, deep down the left field line. And it's a foul ball. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Reyes, a former New York Met, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
A ball and 2 strikes to Jose Reyes.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here. And when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys. And when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
The 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Chicago White Sox. And let's take a look at catcher Wellington Castillo, putting the digits down, massaging this pitching staff through the game, and one of the above-average arms when guys try to steal on him.
So stepping in, Ronald Torreyes, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Popped him up. Garcia moving to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting 9th, catcher.
At the plate, Kyle Higashioka. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch on its way. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. Wow, that grounder caught him. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Yankees do get 1 on the solo homer. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 2-0 New York. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Matt Davidson. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's hitless in 6 tries. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
Lays off 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
A ball and 2 strikes to Matt Davidson.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
The 1-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. And he'll have himself a leadoff single as this is through into left.
Hey, nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
Trace Thompson digs in. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Here's the first pitch to him. And the slider stayed low, apparently, for a ball. Davidson aboard here at first with nobody out. Now it's 2-0. Two and 0 count. Here it comes. 3-0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
In now, Mario Garcia, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
First pitch on its way, and it's fouled away. Line drive to center field, and that's in there. Base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Devo, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that one right down Main Street.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop up, strikeout. Something to get you back in this inning.
Set to deliver the 0-1. On the ground is short. This could be 2. The second for 1. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 6 home runs and the RBI count at 35. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. And not the kind of swing you're hoping for on 2-0 as they bunch him up inside. It's 2-1 now.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2. Slider whiffed on for strike three. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Sox get a run here on 2 hits. We've played 2 full. The Yankees lead this one 2-1. Next will be the designated hitter, Ken Rowell. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Rowell.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball. A fastball that just misses inside. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And gone. An absolute bomb. So a solo shot here to left center field. His second home run of the game. And it gives the Yankees a 3-1 lead.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Aaron Hicks. Liner towards second. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his
Left
stuff.
fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game. Now, the problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, strike 1. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch is strike two, swinging.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all four quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Hicks, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Drilled down the line. And this is past him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. Oh, but the feet of the shortstop is off the mark. And they'll hold the lead runner at third. But the batter does end up making it to second with only one away. So that's his second knock of the game. And you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting crown, throwing out multi-knock games daily. It's going to be a fight to the finish right here.
In now, Jesus Aguilar. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. And that one got a piece of him.
Yeah, that's a little suspicious if you ask me, guys. Whenever you hit a guy with runners on second and third and first base open, the players in the opposing dugout take notice and probably aren't too thrilled about it.
Here's Didi Gregorius as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. The 1-0. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. One there, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jose Reyes. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
0-2, here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Line towards center field. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Now batting, second baseman.
Ronald Torreyes the next to bat. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
First offering on its way. Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. 3 runs already home here. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. And the runner is in from second. Throw to third, but he's in there, as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the two outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
Stepping in now, Kyle Higashioka. Swing and a liner. Foul. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. One and two to the Yankees catcher. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Heading out towards shallow right. Thompson's under it, and the inning is over. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 7 and the White Sox 1. Now at the plate, Leury Garcia. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6. But base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Right there is Reyes. And an offline throw, but boy, look at him stretch out and keep the foot on the bag. Great concentration there for the first out. Digging in, the switch hitter, Jacob May. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
1 out, nobody on. 2-1 count to the Pale Hose leadoff hitter. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Lifted down the line in left. On the move is Stanton, and that will end up a foul ball. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Striding in once again, Omar Narvaez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Aguilar Loves it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox. They're down 7-1. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ken Rowell. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Wind up and the 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Two balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Heading out towards shallow right. Thompson's under it. One away.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Digging in to try it again, Aaron Judge. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A solo shot down the line in right. His 3rd home run of the ball game, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Here comes the White Sox skipper out toward the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Probably wishes he could have gone a little longer, but the move's already been made, and he's off to the showers. Jason Arojo answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Into the box, Aaron Hicks. As he rips it on the ground to second. Garcia comes up with it. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
You know, D-Roll, that looked like a base hit all the way up the middle. A nice job there by the second baseman to get to it and make that jump throw to first base.
Yeah, one of the tougher plays in our game. A lot of great second basemen in our sport make this look easy, but I'll tell you what, it's not. To throw the ball to first base while your entire body and momentum is headed towards left field is one of the most difficult things to do in our sport.
Giancarlo Stanton is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. comes the 0-1. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. Hicks running from first. In there. Now the throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Well, some may say that's a questionable steal with such a big lead, but to me, it's still too early to worry about disrespecting the other team. I've seen leads like this disappear, so they're going to keep trying to pile on.
Ready on 1-2. Missed with a slider.
After two breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Gone. So a two-run homer down the line in left. 8th home run on the season for him as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Yeah, Matty V. How about this, D-Row? If you come to watch offense, you picked the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan. They don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
In there, a base hit.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those lawn darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Standing in now, Ronald Torreyes. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 1-0 home. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, May. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Yankees lead it 10-1. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Wellington Castillo.
Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Into the box now, Matt Davidson. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. And it's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Trace Thompson. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Ready once again, Kyle Higashioka. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Thompson's under it. 1 out. There's a look at the final line for the White Sox starter, and clearly he was off his game this evening. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Ken Rowell. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Garcia moves over, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Aaron Judge will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking. 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter lead that next inning off.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
2 out, nobody on. Two and two now with 2 away and the base is empty. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They hang on to their 10-1 lead. Stepping in, Mario Garcia. He singled his last time up.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Darren.
Now at the plate, Darren Leroy. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Up with it, Higashioka. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit. So a 2-out single gives them new life here in the inning, but it's a bright spot in what's been a fairly dismal season offensively for them in terms of overall batting average. And as you can see there, they find themselves hovering just a few spaces above the bottom in the entire American League. So digging in now, Leury Garcia. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Too low, 1-0. On the ground to the right side. Torres gloves it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. A man left for the White Sox. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Ready for another shot now. Aaron Hicks. He's set to start it out for the Yanks here in the 6th. First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0 home. Popped him up. Davidson has room in foul territory, and he brings it in on the warning track.
The batter, left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton now. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Here's the first pitch to him. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Two 2-0 to the Yankees left fielder.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
The 2-0 on the way. Is looked at for the first strike. Got him to go down after that one, and it's 2-2.
Hey, I know how frustrated he is right now. They say the pitcher gets a strike, the hitter gets a strike, and the umpire gets a strike. That's exactly what's happening right now. He's got to regroup. He's got one more.
And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. It's a solo blast off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. Home run number 57 thus far, as this lead got even wider.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Jesus Aguilar. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Thompson's under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Here's Didi Gregorius. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his 3rd knock of the game, that's awesome.
In now, Jose Reyes. Fouled away. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Thompson. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Yankees 11 and the White Sox 1. Striding into the box, Jacob May. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a liner. But quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
First baseman, Omar Narvaez.
Stepping in, Omar Narvaez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is popped up, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Up high, 2-1 now. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this 2-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Stanton on the run. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. One run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Reyes is under it, and that retires the side. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Back here on the south side of Chicago. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. So striding in, Ronald Torreyes. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. Fouled off. Ball one. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is a slider taken for a ball.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Thompson's on his horse. Makes the play, one away. Stepping up to the plate, Kyle Higashioka. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch on its way. Hit on the ground toward the left. Davidson over to his left. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ken Rowell.
In now is the Yankees DH, Ken Rowell. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hard ground ball to third. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And no chance at all to make a play here. So despite the effort, the inning will continue.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Here's big Aaron Judge. And he's looking to do something only a handful of players have ever done. Hit 4 home runs in a single game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Rowell leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. The 1-0. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Now the 2-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. Yanks leave 1, but they're on autopilot 11-1. And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Matt Davidson. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Digging in, Trace Thompson hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Number 13,
ready now for the White Sox, Mario Garcia. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. 2 out, nobody on. Struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Juan Minaya enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Juan Minaya.
So striding forward now, Aaron Hicks. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Here's a looping fly ball out to right, and that's in there, base hit.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice has melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his 3rd knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton, and he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. First pitch of the at-bat. And it's fouled away.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in a wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
To third. He's got it. To second for one. Back to first, and they'll take care of Stanton as well. It's a double play.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
Standing in, Jesus Aguilar. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. 0-1, here's the pitch. And there's ball one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard on the ground to second. Garcia scoops it up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Yanks held in check, but they're on autopilot, 11-1. Benito Velez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Benito Velez.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Darren Leroy.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Not close. It's 2-0. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And there's one away. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher. He was great all night long. Stepping into the box, Tim Anderson, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here's the pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. That misses. 2-0. And it's 2 balls and a strike for Tim Anderson.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
Leury Garcia is on deck. The 3-1. This is line to left. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
Into the box, Leury Garcia, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. comes, set with the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Man, I know exactly what this guy's feeling at the plate. Here we go again. Every time you're struggling, you look up, and it says 0-2.
The 0-2 delivery. And this is on the ground to short. Could be two. The second for one. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Good guys held in check here. They trail by double digits, 11-1. So coming to the plate, Didi Gregorius. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Here comes the first pitch. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
Now batting, third baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Reyes. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. And a neck-high fastball that time. Here's the 1-0. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Garcia is over, 2 gone.
Now batting, second baseman.
Ronald Torrey is the next to bat. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled away. Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. Skied into very shallow right. Thompson is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, but they're on autopilot, 11-1. Into the box, Jacob May starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Outfield comes way in here. The first pitch. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball one. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, first baseman, Omar Narvaez.
Ready now, Omar Narvaez. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. 0-1, here's the pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
1-2 to the White Sox catcher.
Gotta think our man behind the plate thought twice about that one. About as close as it gets.
Sent on the ground out to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, D'Lo, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set, and the 0-1. Lined hard toward right center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. Long throw to third. And he's safe.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and a pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hicks is under it. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And the run is in to score from third. Now at the plate, Trace Thompson. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. First pitch of the at-bat. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Played on the backhand. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are two different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
11-2 is the way this ball game ends. New York jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Luis Severino gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Carlos Rodon is slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Yankees, 11 runs on 17 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. The White Sox, 2 runs, 6 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 39 minutes. A reminder that extra CTA Redline trains will be available at the Sox 35th Street Station, and that Pace Go-Go Sox Express buses are available outside of Guaranteed Rate View.